Good morning. I forgot to film content this week. Yeah, I got nothing. I literally did not turn this camera on from the 19th to today, which is unfortunate. Harassing Jacob Sartorius took up a lot of my last 3 days, so let's talk about stage diving.
6 in the morning, that was setting sail. Ride the ship, telling things in the deep. In the 7 seas, our soul was asleep and rocked.
Every single one of you watching this right now, because of where we're at in the lifespan of this series, are people that follow me on other platforms. You've seen me take a header into a crowd before. I've landed on my feet from jumping off the stage. I've hit the concrete directly without a singular hand of resistance, and absolutely everything in the middle. I want to be abundantly clear before we keep going that stage diving is really, really fun, really fucking dangerous. The risk to reward is like, you know. Also gotta mention there's a time and a place for this shit. It's not a part of every concert. Not every artist is down with it. They might explicitly actually not want you to, so just remember to be conscious of these things. I started diving at punk shows where it's this integral part of the culture and the band knows what's good and most importantly the crowd knows what's good. Everybody is accustomed to it, right? If somebody swanton bombs off the stage at an Agent Orange show, nobody's gonna go, oh my god, I can't believe. But if you're at, you know, like the Wiggles and you heel kick somebody in the top of the dome, motherfuckers might have problems. Anything else? Anything else? No, we're good? Okay. Now the fun part. The hip hop shows that I've jumped at have almost always had the kind of crowd that is down with it. You gotta read the fucking room. I say almost because I paid for it, and we'll get there. Okay, let's talk about Puya. I've jumped at almost every one of his shows that I've been to. But if you don't know who Kevin Puya is, SoundCloud royalty. Damn near Mount Rushmore level when it comes to the underground hip hop scene at that time. Dude, the first time I saw Puya was the Southside Suicide Tour, which is the legendary Suicide Boys tour that X was on for the last couple stops. My local concert venue is the Observatory in Santa Ana, California. Legendary venue. The Suicide Boys name dropped it in a song. There was this festival going on called Burgerama. This is like beach rock and indie alt shit. It's a full day festival, and for whatever reason, the venue booked Suicide Boys to end it. There were bands like probably Fiddler and Cherry Glazer and maybe No Parents. I don't fucking remember. That whole record label evaporated into prison one by one, so I don't know. Nor do I care to remember. Anyway, we get to the end of the night and out come the fucking Suicide Boys. There's like 7 of us in the crowd total who know who they are. Oh, is this still? Fuck it, dude, it's still rolling, damn it. The remainder of the crowd is just there to fry. So when the boys come out, half of them look like they're about to just crumble and decease right there in the fucking pit. They brought up Puya, who had played the small room at this venue the night before, but now he's on the big stage. Immediately I knew that I was going to attend every single one of this fucker's shows, as long as he kept coming to my venue. And that brings us to dive number 1. Now, the security at this venue is decent at their job, so diving there can be a little tricky, right? Their primary function is to make sure the crowd isn't on insane fuckery and that the artist is safe. Me stage diving violates both of those things. I just crush their universe. Decent at their jobs and they're like spaced out well, so they make it difficult. That being said, when there's a will, there's a way. The first time I did this, I had to get myself up there, right? So I just go up to 2 people at the railing and I tap them. I go, yo, I'm gonna get up there, and they're either gonna be super into it or they're gonna elbow you in the ribs repeatedly until you fuck off. So hypothetically, if I were to do this again, I would go find, you know, 2 people, and whenever I find cool cats, I let them know, and they're gonna be down with it. They're gonna be, oh yeah, that's sick. And they're gonna give you as much space as they can. It might not be easy, you might have to do a little shoving, but they know what you're doing, so the intentions are clear. I get up on the railing, I put 2 hands on that motherfucker, I wait for my moment, I go, okay guys, ready, 3, 2, 1, and then I try to vault myself over that motherfucker. I like lean back and put a leg up and try to lunge, and that shit does not work whatsoever. I'm halfway on this stage, like my upper body made it, but my legs are in the photo pit, and now a security guard has either calf, and I feel like I'm being ripped apart at the torso. And all of a sudden, as they're fucking playing tug of war with my body trying to get me in any way away from the stage, it stops. I turn around and look back at these fools, try to figure out why they stopped attempting to disconnect my Achilles, and they're looking above me. I look up and I see Puya like a guardian fucking angel hovering, putting a seal of safety, telling the security guards to eat a dick, and he brings me up and he accepts what I'm trying to do. Obviously he knows, like, I'm not coming up there to have a fucking conversation with him. I want to do a flip. And I think he whispered in my ear, like, yo, do you know what you're doing? I was like, yeah, absolutely. And then in the middle of oh, what song was that? I think it was Don't Bang My Line. We got the first video. This is the one that I landed on my feet. If you can't tell, the crowd is spaced so perfectly, right? The pit is here and there's the people standing right here and here's the stage. I run, flip, and like roll off the hands of the people in the front into the pit, boom, onto my feet. Perfect landing. I think I grabbed my girlfriend at the time we started making out. It was amazing. It never went that well ever again. The second time I jumped at a Puya show is the one you probably have seen, if you've seen me jumping off of things. This time Puya recognized me after 30 minutes of me yelling at him, let me do a flip! He spotted me in the crowd and was like, hey, y'all wanna see this motherfucker do a flip right now? And everyone went, ah! And then, you know, next thing I know, I'm up there. I'm on top of the world because my favorite rapper is bringing me on his stage because he fucks with something that I do. Oh my God, this is the best day of my life. Absolutely nothing could ruin this. And then I got punked within like 7 seconds. The song that I'm getting up there to jump to is called Southside Side. The first Bad Boy song you ever heard? You're the one that was like, Southside Side. Yeah. That fucking song has 2 bass drops. I sprinted towards the front of that stage like a Raiders linebacker for the first drop. I didn't jump, but everyone in the crowd went, ah! Puya takes the mic, he goes, they tricked your ass.
They tricked your ass.
And then the second drop came around, everybody goes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, let's go! And then I dove. You can see in the video I fell through that pocket, but I didn't hit with any force. I didn't even feel the concrete, honestly. It was like I landed on a fucking air mattress. So thanks for that one. Yeah, that one was alright. Sadly, that was not the last jump of my evening. Later in the show, I got back on stage somehow, and I went to dive again. This time I didn't need the theatrics and the whole setup. I just jumped up and went to jump off, and Shakewell, lovable guy that he is, decided to give me a little boost. Palm in the middle of my back, straight southbound, like 0 push forward. He probably meant to push me forward. He probably didn't think about it. He was just like, oh, I'm gonna push this kid. And he like gave me a little boost straight downward. And the first dude that tried to catch me pops his hand up and just catches me straight in the schnoz. Next thing I know, I'm on the floor in the middle of all these people. My friend Griffin is shaking my shoulders going, dog, you're bleeding. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Shakewell broke my nose. Even after that, Puya is still my favorite show to jump at. It's perfect. There's never gonna be anything quite like it. I have jumped at other shows though. There was a Bones show in San Diego. Oh my God, Eddie Baker was so fucking drunk. He saw the wolf tattoo on my arm. If you don't know, I have the wolf. How do I fucking show you this? I have the wolf logo on my forearm. He saw it in the crowd and wanted to take a picture of it for his story, and he was so fucking hammered. He was sweating everywhere and he couldn't press the picture button. So he sat there holding my arm up over the railing for like 3 full minutes, just trying to figure out how to take the picture. That was good. Got myself on stage for that one. I flipped and in the video you can actually see my beanie came off. And then my friend Evan, rest in fucking peace. Unless it was Ian. Hey Ian, if it was you. I flipped at a members only show one time after X died. So this was the show where Trunks kicked that girl in the face jumping off the 2nd story balcony. He did that to one-up me. Fuck you, Trunks. Kidding. I flipped at an I don't know Jeffrey show once. Oh my God. When I say I've hit the ground with absolutely 0 resistance, just flip 7 feet to concrete, this is what I'm referring to. Yeah, I was drunk. I don't know. I've jumped at a wolf show. I didn't flip for some reason. I don't know why. I actually didn't remember I did this till I was prepping for this video last night, but I'm watching the footage and I don't know why I didn't flip. Or maybe I jumped twice and I did flip once. I don't know. Yeah, I've done this a lot of times. And like I said at the beginning, right, it's fun. If adrenaline is your thing, then you would probably really enjoy this. You just gotta do it the right way. There's a way to not A, fuck up the show if the artist isn't into it, or B, hurt people in the crowd. Fucking, I don't know, use common sense, read the room. I know that's really difficult for people these days, but anyway, if you like this video, you like this style, and you maybe want me to tell more stories like I do on the other platform, but on here, let me know, because if not, then next week we'll go back to regular flight risk. I'm going to USC this weekend, so believe me, I will have footage to do it like that. Alright, I won't keep you for any longer. Remember, if you can't be smart, try to be lucky. Go buy Narcan. I love you, but don't know you. Remember, we don't know one another. We might one day, but probably not. Let's level. I shouldn't say that. It sets a bad precedent. Oh my God, we don't know each other. Okay, bye.